guys? It's Mitch.
Now I'm Evan.
This is Late Night Me. How are you guys doing on this Friday night?
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching episode 3.
So, shout out to
My Uncle Kurt.
There you go.
He gave us a little bit of a complaint. Okay, a little bit of a
About
a little bit of a warning even, because he said that he's gonna come up here and whoop our butts as to make our list of top 3 fears, because of a very serious patriotic related, nationalistic even reason. He pointed out that due to the mirrored image, on the camera, that the flag was facing the wrong way. Now, we didn't mean offense by it.
No.
And I'm glad he pointed it out. And I'm also thankful he's watching.
Sure. It's good.
It's
Family
good.
support's good.
And I'm glad he pointed it out because I think we both, we love America just as much as, my Uncle Kurt.
Yeah, totally.
So we wanted to make sure everything is, straightened out.
Sure. So speaking of America, on
Look at
Wednesday,
it now.
I was studying for my communication class, and this man came up to me and asked if I could do a survey. So I said, why not? I was studying, so it could be, it's really nice to have a break every once in a while.
Study breaks are always more than welcome in my book.
Of course. So he sat down and he just asked me a couple questions. He asked me about if I used any of the websites like Groupon or the other websites that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
But I said, yeah, I've used Groupon before. I mean,
Well, Eat Street, maybe.
yeah. Well, he didn't ask about Eat
Okay.
Street. That's the funny thing is
Okay.
because he told me that he wasn't he was born in America. He was actually born in the Middle East, and that he only speaks Arabic, and he's really trying to learn English, which I thought was awesome because it takes a lot of perseverance for somebody to learn English, because English is such a
It
tough
is a
language.
very complex language, and to learn it, not just to be, oh man, I'm taking a class,
Right.
but I'm taking this to fit into the culture, to
Right.
interact with its people,
Yeah.
not just to get a a B in it.
Right.
Kind of like when I'm doing Spanish.
Well, but you know what they say about C's and
Degrees,
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
C's, get your degrees, okay? So get a C.
Yeah.
Or better. It's up
There
to
you
you
go.
guys.
So he did the survey, and he was really excited about it. Like, he was really excited that I helped him with it. I actually mentioned Eat Street because it wasn't on there, and he was super excited. He didn't know how to spell, I don't know, confident or
Okay, yeah.
something like that.
He wasn't
some word.
confident in his ability to spell the word confident.
Badoom. So I thought it was
I'm here all
very
night.
awesome that people are actually taking things like that seriously, and it inspired me to actually study harder, because this guy is doing everything he can to learn such a complex language, and I'm over here like, oh, I'll take a break. It's like, no, you can't take a break.
No.
You have to keep on going.
Yeah.
So I found
Perseverance. Now that right there is the American spirit.
Right.
In my book.
Yeah.
In my mind.
And so I came home and cracked open PBR, and we've actually had our own little relationship with PBR.
I'll tell you what. We got to know the Pabst family pretty well over the years through the purchasing of its fine, brewed products, and also
Great stuff.
we took a little bit of a dance class.
Oof.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that was a great dance class.
That was.
It was.
I learned a lot.
I did too. So do you want to tell them how you got in? How you were actually the one who got into it?
Well, my friend, invited me to a dance class sponsored by the group that put it on at Pabst Brewery
Right.
on UWM campus. So we checked that out, and we learned that there's like a little bit of more advanced class downtown, a little bit like a free range, little free for all dance situation going on, and we thought that sounds like fun. We should check it out.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good, but I gave it my best, kind of.
And then you came home and you told me about it. And then that Thursday, there was actually a class.
Yep.
And we went, and we were late, of course.
Of course.
And it was like, what, $2 to get in? And,
With your student ID.
Right, which was awesome, too.
Yep.
So we get in there, and it's like swing dancing.
Yeah.
And so it's just a
yeah.
class, like a beginner's class.
East Coast swing.
So everyone's in a circle, and then there's people outside the circle. So, and I didn't notice what who was in the circle.
Yeah.
It was women in the inner circle and men on the outer.
Men on the outside. I was on the outside.
And I was on the inner side. So
Mitch didn't quite get the memo.
So I didn't. It was definitely some strange looks. But I learned. I thought the good thing is my mind afterwards was, I know how to, dance the woman part, so then I can teach, my girlfriend, because, then I eventually learned the male part, which is really easy. And I was like, well, now I know both sides. That's what you gotta do, right? You gotta know, the yin and the yang.
I mean, it's kind of like being ambidextrous, but for dance, East Coast swing.
So
the more knowledge, the better.
It was a ton of fun, and we were there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours of like 9 to midnight or something like that.
Right. And so after the class, it was 2 hours of like free dance. Yeah. And then an open bar too, right?
Open bar.
And so PBR was super cheap, but then all the other drinks were really cheap too.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't out to get us, to scalp us. They were just trying to have some fun.
Right. And it was really weird if you didn't dance. Like, when you go to weddings or anything like that.
Frowned upon.
It's really weird if you, like, are up there dancing. Yeah. You don't want to be that person because you don't want to be embarrassed.
No, because, like, you're like, oh, man, just you and your grandma out there doing the YMCA.
Right.
No one's taking it seriously.
Right.
But at the Pabst Brewery, it's very different.
Right.
Very different.
So it was like, everyone wants to dance with you. And then there was this guy who was like, I don't know, 90, 100.
Dude could have been 115 for all
whatever.
He looked old
man time,
Yep.
whatever.
Dude.
And this guy was just, oh man, he was dancing like crazy.
Dancing circles around me.
And he was grabbing like girls that were 21, 22, and these girls afterwards looked like they just saw God.
Yeah, they just saw God and also ran a marathon.
Wow, just
for this guy's
totally blown away within like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And afterwards, like every dance after that, they were kind of like disappointed.
Yeah, because
he was so good.
There's no way that my second time could keep up.
He was so like he looked like he was just dancing on clouds. He like made them feel like that. Oh, he's so smooth. And he was so nice too. Like I got a chance to talk to him.
Oh, really?
And he was a really nice guy. But it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a solid time. Definitely be something to be fun to do again. But this time, bring ladies instead of just two guys showing
Yeah, just
up.
kind of like hoping to bounce around until we find our match on the old dance floor.
But that's the nice thing about how they took PBR's mansion and all the stuff that was PBR and, made it into something for the community.
That's true.
I mean...
They're not hoarding this gold for themselves.
Right.
They say, you know what, let's give back.
Right.
Let's get the community involved. Let's get the people involved. And let's also have some fun.
I mean... I like PBR, but I'm a High Life guy. It's the champagne of beers for a reason.
It's the champagne. That's true. Very bubbly, everybody.
Right.
Try it out.
I mean, but, Miller does have the MGD and then the treacherous, but oh so good.
Miller Fortune. The Miller Fortune, as I like to call them, actually.
Yeah. They're semi-banned
in
this household.
And if they're not, they should be.
They should be. Because, I mean, they taste so smooth.
Yeah.
But they're like, what, 7%?
Yeah, I think they're like 7.2 or something. Like
they're like some ridiculously number.
So if they taste like they're a 4.9, but they kick you like a 7.0 or whatever they might be, that's
good.
Deceitful, and it's also exhilarating and fun.
The price of Miller Lite, though, that's the thing. Like, Miller Lite is so low.
Yeah.
And then you get the top for the same price. That's a no-brainer.
Hey, cream always rises to the top, my man.
But they don't...
Cream City, baby.
But they don't make 30 racks.
That's true.
Because
they do not
High
make 30
Life
racks.
is a good medium because you don't want to get a 30 rack of Miller Lite because you're just paying for water. And they don't make 30 racks of MGD, and if they did, it'd be expensive. And then there's High Life, which is like the middle ground, and it's the middle child, so it gets the best of both worlds. It's still like really good, but it's also really good on price.
I too am a middle child, just letting y'all know. And hey, High Life. I mean, you are.
See, I'm not.
You and I should say, are kindred spirits.
Yeah. So I think it's a solid brew.
Yeah.
And
champagne.
So that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. So you guys have a safe Friday night.
Thank you guys for joining us for Flannel Fridays here. We appreciate it. We always appreciate you guys watching.
Right. Make sure you're wearing your flannels on Fridays.
On Friday. All day. Don't just do it for when you watch the video. I'm talking all day, everybody.
For sure.
Let's do this thing.
So, again, I'm Mitch.
And I'm Evan.
All right. This was Late Night Me. You guys have fun.
Yep.